Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the February Focus Formula. I am your manifestation coach, Keyonna Divine. And in today's Focus Formula, I'm going to be offering you a tip that has really transformed my life 100%. And that is knowledge. So I'm so excited about offering you this tip of knowledge. I'm going to be sharing with you right now. This is my study day, and on my study day, I devote myself to seminars, courses. I read books and all of that type of stuff. I started grabbing some books off of my bookshelf, and I just decided to go ahead and get my book list, honey. These are all the books that I have read. Were in 2021. All of these were in 2021. This was in 2020. These 2 pages were in 2021. And so far in 2022, I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. Okay. And I just want to share with you some of the books that I have read this year and then some of the other years, because I'm doing my study right now, and I am studying on the book Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And I felt like it was important for me to bring this information to the platform, because how do we manifest? I instruct my clients to manifest by surrounding themselves around the things that they want to attract in their lives. So what that basically is that if you want certain things in your life, you want certain situations to appear in your life, you want certain manifestations to come in your life, you want certain tax brackets to come up in your life, you have to surround yourself around that. You have to surround yourself around the people who are going to offer you that. Okay? So that is what I do. That's what I want in my life. So that's what I surround myself around. I surround myself around the knowledge that I need. And what that is going to do is transform my subconscious mind, transform my limiting beliefs to beliefs that I could actually feel like I could do anything. Have you actually felt like you could do anything, you could accomplish anything, you could be Jordan in a basketball game? Have you ever really felt that way? Most people feel like, yeah, I'm all right. I remember I was watching this interview with the guy who basically he coaches high-valued men. He coaches high-value men, and he kind of instructs them on what they should look for in a woman so that she can be a high-value woman. But women mostly watch him. And this lady got on, I think she's the most famous one. She got on and she said, oh, I make this amount of money. Oh, my credit score is this, and yada, 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 yada. Okay. And then he was like, okay, how do you rate yourself? She was like, I think I'm about a 7. That right there is the problem. That is absolutely a problem. You should think, if you have a perfect credit score, if you got the house, you got the cars, you really don't need a man for the finances, you just need him to add value to your life. But you consider yourself a 7 because you're being real with yourself. What do you need to do to yourself since you can afford it? What do you need to do to yourself to perceive yourself as being a 10 or an 11? Or 12 or 13, 14 or 15. What do you need to do? I mean, since you have the finances, we have everything out here in order to make you, to adjust your body or your looks or whatever, to make you feel like you are a 7. The key thing is, and then, okay, let me tell you this before. I watched a movie, and it was this movie about this guy, he was attracted to big girls, right? Caucasian guy, Caucasian movie. This guy was attracted to big girls. When he saw the big girls, They looked like they was want. Like they had the whole situation going on. But in real life, these were overweight, I guess they would be considered unattractive women. So I say this to say it's all about perspective. It is all about perspective. And where do you gain the perspective? Where do you gain the mental transformation for that? You gain your perspective by the things that you believe. And a belief is only a practice thought. Hey, a belief is only a practice thought. So whatever we keep hearing every day, whatever our parents have told us, whatever we hear around us, the music, our bosses, our family, we're hearing these things all day long. And then we realize why we actually believe these things that we hear. Why is it? How is it that we continue to get the same results in our lives over and over and over and over and over again? Because nothing's changing. We are continuing to believe the same, we're continuing to be offered the same thoughts over and over and over again. Therefore, we're processing those thoughts. And that is promoting a vibrational frequency. So we're taking this information in, we adopt it as our own, and then we emute it. We emute that signal. We give off that vibration. And then that is what we attract in our lives. The same old shit. So, I had to go into deep details about that, is because if you want something that you never had before, Les Brown says you have to do something that you've never done before. And if you want something, you have to direct yourself around people who already have it, or direct yourself into the pathway that is going to allow you to change the thoughts that you already have, so that you can emit the vibrations that you need to attract what it is that you want. Okay, so let me say that again. Maybe I'll say it differently. We have to train our subconscious mind to create new thoughts. The way that we create new thoughts is by receiving new thoughts, putting ourselves in different places, around different people, reading books, tapping into different sources, getting different coaches, absorbing information that was not exposed to us, that's not normal to us. And then once we find the information that we actually need, we have to reprogram our mind by continuing to listen to these things, continue to read these things, continue to put ourselves around the arena of the things that we actually want. And once we continue to put ourselves in that arena, then it will become natural. It will become a part of who we are. Okay? And that is how you manifest the life that you desire. You attract it. As I was reading, I'm not going to be able to dig into my notes. I have literally like 10 pages of notes that I just sat here and took the last few hours, because I'm going to be writing a book. And the book that I'm going to be writing was inspired by Jerry Hicks. And it was inspired also by this February focus formula. Guess what? The name of it is the focus formula. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. The name of the book that I'm writing is inspired by you guys. It's inspired by this whole series. The name of the book that I'm writing is The Focus Formula. Okay? And the subtitle is When You Change the Way You Look at Things, the things you look at change. And that is a quote that I got from Jerry Hicks, from Esther and Jerry Hicks. I'm not sure if you guys know about Abraham. If you don't know about Abraham, go ahead and Google Abraham Hicks. Such a blessing to my life. One of the most influential people, spirits, that has changed my entire life. I went from not being a spiritual person at all, just being a religious person, to I'm strictly spiritual because I know that I am God. I know that I create this for myself. And what that means is God, greatness on display. Not the God in the sky that you might be thinking I'm talking about or whatever. I don't do all of that. What I do is greatness on display. I display. I am what I want to receive. And so if I know I'm not receiving what it is that I want, I know I need to change some things within myself, because I am I am a high vibrational being. And by me being a high vibrational being, I emit everything that I want. And if I'm not receiving it, that means I'm not emitting the correct energy, period. How do you place yourself in a position to emit the correct energy? By pouring knowledge into your head to change your beliefs. Okay? Somebody say, change your beliefs. Change your beliefs. So I'm a manifestation coach. This is what I talk about. This is what I do, honey. This is what it is. This is the whole aura of it. So I'm going to be sharing my book list with you for books that I've read in 2022. And, if you guys want books past that, I will be able to also offer you these books. These books have changed my life, so I hope that they will also change your life. I actually bought some physical books from off my bookshelf, but my list is so much better because I can just pick it up and read it and everything like that. So yeah, let me grab my coffee real quick because it's getting cold, and I'm going to give you that list. I hope that everybody is having a super good day. Remember, man is creator of his own reality. How? How is man creator of his own reality? I wrote this down today. Man is created by his own reality through his daily thoughts, through his daily decisions, and through his rituals. It is a ritual. If you make the things in your life that benefit you, or that will benefit you, a ritual, something that you do no matter what, can't nobody break you from that, then it becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, your subconscious mind automatically desires it. It's like, oh, don't we need to be doing this? Oh, don't we need to be doing that? And think about if you create $1,000,000 rituals in your life, you automatically going to be aligned with doing what it is that that makes you that $1,000,000, and you're never going to have a problem with money. Ever, never, ever again. That's why I said I will never be broke another day in my life. I know too much. I know too much. I know too much. So this is the mug that I am rocking today. She knows too much. She knows too much. She knows too much. If you know better, you're supposed to do better, right? So I have my own skincare line, but today I'm going to be using this Rescue Toner by Shea Moisture. And I'm just doing that just to give myself a nice little glow. I'm trying to glow for you and things. And another thing that I do, that I have been doing since the end of 2021, I have been taking an elixir, okay? These elixirs are by Ashura Star Goddess, and this is the Elixir Part Two. And this is supposed to make me better, heighten my vibrational frequency and everything. My life is pretty doggone good. It is accelerating. I'm able to manifest really fast. I can get more into these elixirs and tell you what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed. This one is supposed to make you more attentive. So you put it under your tongue and you let it sit there. And then you swallow it It tastes like something that you've tasted before. It really does. If you want more information about the elixirs, I was thinking of making it one of the videos for the month. But it's something that I'm still testing out. This is not something that I know for a fact. I'm just testing it out on my life to see how it works for me. And if I see a significant difference in my life and how I am, I know that I'm much calmer now. Like, I'm not going to say I don't get angry. I still get angry, but I stay angry for like that and it's gone. You know, I say what I need to say and then I keep it moving. I know that that has changed my life. And then I'm just not interested in the shenanigans, the bull crap. I don't have a tolerance for it. It's like, oh, okay. And I'm not begging to change people who don't want to change. If you come to me and you don't really want it, I'm not in the business of convincing people. I'm in the business of aligning up with the people who know what they want and know it's possible and they actually believe that they can have it. And what is it can I do, Coach Keyonna Divine? What is it can I do, or what am I doing wrong to allow this to continue to attract in my life? And that's why I'm excited to write this book, The Focus Formula, because it's going to answer all those questions. Hands down. It's going to answer all the questions that you would have about that. Okay. So again, I am currently, for the last couple of hours, I have been reading Asking It Is Given. I'm actually listening to it on YouTube, the audio version, because the book is like 8 hours long, I think. The book is like 8 hours long, and how I can keep myself aligned and attuned to make sure I've already read this book like 10 times. Okay, let's just go ahead and get that straight. I read this book originally maybe about 6 years ago. Yeah. Maybe even 10 years ago. Like I read this book a long time ago. And I've been reading it over the years because it's one of those books that you have to revisit because you get something new from it every time. Now, this is like my first or second time listening to it on audio, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference when somebody else is reading it. Their voice, the way their voice fluctuates and fluctuates is very important. Because if you are a reader like I am and you go through so many books, I like to highlight, I like to take notes, I like to do classes and seminars over this one little part. So when are we going to actually get done with this book, child? Like when are we going to get done with this book? Because I didn't took a break and wrote a book in between, because the book has inspired me to write a book. And by the time you know it, I'm forcing myself to go ahead and get through the book and read it. And I'm missing so many gems. You know what I'm saying? Because of time, you know. So anyway, Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks is the book that I'm reading. And I'm going to finish by the end of today. And I'm taking notes because it's definitely inspiring me to write my new book, which is called Links for this book will be in the description box below. You can pre-order this book today down below. And it was inspired by this series. It's called The Focus Formula. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And this is going to answer all of your questions that you've been having. Okay? That's what it is. All right. So let's go through. There is it Tony Robbins on here? Okay. Unshakable. Oh, I went to the Unshakable seminar. Okay. There are 2 books that I don't have on this paper that I meant to go back and write down, but I did not write them down, so they're not going to be on here. So altogether, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books on here, but I've read 9 in total this month. Okay, so John C. Maxwell, Thinking for a Change. Okay, this book is super dope. It gives you like 15 thinking techniques, and it just breaks all the techniques down. And what I like about it is that all the thinking. I actually have all the notes written down, but if I go through all the notes from every single book, we're going to be sitting here forever. But Thinking for a Change offers you like 12 to 15 thinking techniques in how different people think. And it's basically saying, exercise these different ways of thinking to allow yourself to benefit from them. That's basically what it is. And it's just offering perspective. It's like different perspective, like business thinking, mental thinking, emotional thinking, like different ways of thinking. And so it was very inspirational because he went into great detail about, his clients and everything like that. So really, really good book. All right. Mark Urel, your first year in network marketing. Of course, it's a network marketing book, old school network marketing book by Mark Urel. Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. Really super duper good book, a thick book where he offers you like investing techniques from all the greats. You're going to have, I'm not going to sit here and name, like, all the great big dog investors, the Caucasian people, older Caucasian men. John Dalio, he gets like advice from them, like, hey, what did y'all do that we're not doing? What advice could you give? And he puts all of that into a book. He interviews these people, and he created Money Master the Game. Louise Hay wrote You Can Change Your Life. Is this it? Right here. Okay, now this one is You Can Heal Your Life. This one right here is You Can Heal Your Life. This book is so older. And I've read it so many times that the cover is gone. But yeah, this is Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. But the one that I read is, it is You Can Heal Your Life. Okay. And then Brian P. Morgan wrote The 12-Hour Year. I am really digging this book. Now, in this book, let me tell you about Louise Hay. I didn't tell you about Louise Hay. She goes through and she tells you about different clients and how they have limiting beliefs. And as she goes through, she gives them different techniques they can do, as well as different belief patterns, different tricks. Like it was this one lady who said, I want a new house. She said, well, go ahead and start purchasing stuff for your new house. And she started purchasing stuff for her new house, and then she got her new house. It's all about switching your belief system into tricking your subconscious mind into thinking that you already have what it is that you want, because you're moving in that direction, whether you see it in your actual life or not. Let me say that again. It's all about tricking your subconscious into thinking that you already have what you want, because you're moving in that direction, whether you physically have it or not. Okay, so that's what the book was full of. All right. Brian P. Morgan, The 12-Week Year. This is the book that has like won over my heart. This one and the next one. No. Okay, this book has won over my heart. This is my second favorite book that I've read this year. My first favorite book that I've read this year is James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Now, this is a book that I pretty much read every single year, As a Man Thinketh. And it's just so refreshing to me because it lets me know that I have control. And what actually, control is the name of a chapter in the book that I'm writing now. But it lets me know that I have control because I am the only one who can control my mind. I am the only one who can actually believe what it is that's offered to me and really take it on as a part of my belief system. I have control of my mind. And if I change my mind the way I think, then I can change my actual reality. And that is the story of my life. That is the story of my, besides me putting myself through struggle, I have thought my way and manifested my way into the life that I have. Now I have before I knew about, this whole spiritual realm and everything like that, boo-boo, I put myself through hell. And even throughout my spiritual journey, I've offered myself some unnecessary dilemmas. I've offered myself some unnecessary dilemmas just because I thought, I want to be different. I want to do something. I want to try something different. And a large part of me would have still tried that. But in that same part, would it be like, all right, how long are we going to try? We're going to set a time bracket on trying this. If it don't work, okay, boo-boo, let's go ahead and go back to the life that you desire for yourself. So that is the only thing. I think what I learned out of that is not to stay in a situation for too long. Okay? However, outside of that, I have thought my way to the life that I have before me. I have thought my way, educated and thought my way into manifesting the life that I desire, which is the life that I live. All right, so that's James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Now, let's go back to Brian P. Morgan. He wrote the 12-week year, and the 12-week year has, it made me feel like I was in harmony. It made me feel like I was in alignment, because I had been practicing these things, but not in the way that he taught it. But I've been practicing these things for quite some time now. What the 12-week year is, he's broken our calendar year, which is 365 days, into 4 different quarters, right? Typically, they're broke into 4 different quarters. Well, he broke, okay, that one's not painted. Let me use this one. Into 4 different quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, we're in the first quarter, which is the first 3-month period. And each 3-month period, he considers a year. So he says, this is the 12-week year. You need to put a plan together that's compacted to get such and such and such accomplished, whatever it is that you want to accomplish this 12-week year, and live it like a year. In the beginning of it, do your planning. In the beginning of it, celebrate the year. In the end of it, have your Christmas, have gifts, go on vacations, all of everything that you would do in a normal year, do it in the 12 weeks. And I'm not talking about celebrating Easter and, Thanksgiving. I mean, you can do that if you want. I'm sure that would just only add value to it. But, how the end of the year gives you that rush and that push, and you want to meet your quotas. In the beginning of the year, you feel refreshed. Do that same thing. And with that being said, you'll essentially accomplish way more than you would in a whole entire year, because you're not giving yourself a break saying, I have 52 weeks. I got 30 more weeks. I got 17 more weeks to do this. No, you're being adamant about doing it right now. And so I'm all about it. I have structured my whole business plans around this 12-week year, and I'm focused on pushing out several products within my company in this 12-week year, getting them started. I got them started in January, just like building the ideas and throwing the product together. And then the second month, which is February that we're in, I'm doing the detail part of it, like creating the website, getting the payment structures down, getting the descriptions and all the hard stuff. And then the last month of the quarter, the last 4 weeks of the year, I'm going to be pushing my product out, really promoting my product, really standing behind my product, and seeing what I need to do to, make this product go to the top, make these specific products go to the top. And I feel like this strategy is making me focus so much just on this, instead of trying to populate or generate a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, I do feel like I'm getting a little bit off track because I'm already formatting the next book. And it's like, now that I'm taking these notes and I'm in the space, I have to get this out. Because when I go back and look at these notes next quarter, I'm going to be like, what? I'm not even feeling it no more. I'm not even in. Ugh. This is just one day. I'm taking one day off. That's it. All right. Anyway, second book by Brian P. Tracy is The Subconscious Speaks. And I can't really give you any details about The Subconscious Speaks outside of changing the subconscious mind. The Subconscious Speaks. I can't really give you any strong detail about the book by Brian P. Tracy, The Subconscious Speaks. I would have to flip through it and read a few pages and then remember it. I read a lot of books, take a lot of seminars. I do a lot of classes. I talk a lot. I'm a coach. I'm a manifestation coach. That's what I do. So that one book has gone out of my system. But as you can see, I did read 9 books this year. And then, like, for the other years, I mean, we don't have enough time to go through all the books that I read for 2021 because, honey, we'll be sitting here forever. What I want to encourage you to do today, right now, if you don't have a book that you desire to read, I would suggest that you click on YouTube and listen to the audiobook while you're washing your dishes, while you're washing your car, brothers, while you are cleaning up around the house, while you're doing your laundry, whatever it is that you're doing. Go to YouTube, which is free, $99. YouTube is absolutely free. Type in Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks. It's kind of weird because they go by Abraham, but I think it's Esther and Jerry Hicks, particularly on this one.
Without ask.
Listen to the book. Listen to the book with the intention of getting something out of it. And if only you just get one nugget out of it. It's not possible for you to just get one if you set your intention, if you state your intention. But try not to be so turned off by it being another type of person or an older type of person. Just listen to it with detail as much as you possibly can. And whenever you do get an aha moment, as Oprah would say, write it down. The power of the pen. Write it down or speak it in your phone. And I have color notes in my phone, and I use my color notes every day, so I know I'm going to go back to it. Write it down, speak it in your phone, and breathe over that. Allow that thought to go over, play over and over and over in your head. And from that thought, allow that thought to offer you a different perspective about something. Because a belief is only a practice thought. You only don't have what it is that you want because you have limiting beliefs behind that thing. That's the only reason why. You have limiting beliefs behind that thing that you desire, and it's stopping it from coming into your existence. It's stopping it from coming into your fruition. It's stopping it from coming into fruition. It's not manifesting itself because somewhere along the line, your mama told you, boy, don't be doing that. Your mama said, don't get into no debt. Well, Ma, do you know that debt is actually good? It's not bad. It's only bad when you can't pay it back. But brother over here making some money, okay? Sister is over here making some money. I need debt so I can leverage it and so I can make more money. I don't have to work for my money. My money can work for me. I can allow other people's money to work for me. Okay? So it's just like those little beliefs that's like in the back of your head, knowing that your mama told you that, knowing that your daddy told you that, and them not knowing. They're only trying to offer you the best that they know. You know, they don't really know. But think about how many thoughts like that we actually have about other stuff, about real-ish in our daily lives. We got this thought in the back of our mind. You're not worthy of that. You shouldn't have that car. You shouldn't be in that 3,000 square foot house. What do you need a 3,000 square foot house for? Can you make the payments on that big house? Can you make the payments on that vehicle? Can you afford to have those kids? Can you this and can you that? Got these thoughts. It's like, got a sister going crazy. Like, where do these thoughts come from? Because everything that I want, it wants me. So I know I have some negative thoughts that I need to squash out. I need to get out of the situation. So in order for me to do that, I need to push in more positive thoughts. And hopefully these positive thoughts that I push in will eliminate those negative thoughts that I have in those specific areas of my life. And then we Gucci. We Louis. We whatever. Okay? So I encourage you to, if you can't pick up a book and read a book today, you can't go to Barnes and Nobles or order an ebook online or click the link in the description box below and order my book, pre-order my book or anything like that. Go on YouTube today and click on an audio book and actually listen to it and take some notes. Offer yourself a different perspective. Start reprogramming your subconscious mind. That is my tip for you today. This is the February Focus Formula. Get your mind right. Read a book. Okay, read a book, listen to a book, whatever. Listen to somebody review a book or whatever. Just get yourself in the arena of it and show me some love. Follow me on all my social media outlets. Leave some comments in the comment section box below. Pre-order my book. Okay. And yeah. In case I didn't introduce myself in the beginning, let me do it right now. I am Keyonna Divine, Coach Keyonna Divine. I am your manifestation coach. If you are looking for someone who has over a decade worth of experience in manifesting the life that I desire deliberately, okay? Because we're always manifesting. From the time we come out the cootie, from whatever. We're always manifesting, but deliberately manifesting, not leaving my life into the hands of something that's out here just happening. Not leaving my life in the hands of the world, but deliberately thinking, intentionally manifesting the life that I have today. And if you want to know how to do that, if you want the knowledge that I have, go ahead and hit me up. Links will be in the description box below. That is the KDC Empire /Keyonna Divine. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, February Focus Formula is shot live every day here on this channel at 12 noon. You want to come by and get your goods? Drop a few hearts, comments, and say peace out. I would truly appreciate that. I love you guys. And I'll see you in tomorrow's February Focus Formula, which is the name of my book. The Focus Formula. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Bye. This is really good.